Hello and welcome to the first video of the 2025 season. It's our second team, Appleton seconds versus Westminster Park. Phil Jackson, the captain there, doing the toss, losing the toss, and Westminster deciding to have a bat first. There's the team, strong looking lineup there. So big expectations going into the first home game of the season for the second team, that is. Dave Sujif opening the bowling. Bit of a loose one to start, full toss outside off stump, gets a single for it, the batsman. Doesn't get fully hold of it. Dave in again. Later in the first over. And this time it's the first boundary of the day. Lovely cover drive there. Through the point cover area. Cumbo opening the bowling from the other end. Bit of a loose one down leg side from him. Goes down as 4 byes. Justin offers a hand of apology behind the stumps, but it was a bit harsh. Can't really blame Justin for that one. A loose one from Cumbo again, this time full toss. Pulled away for 4. So strong start from Westminster Park. Into the 4th over now. Cumbo a little bit short and down leg. That one goes up the hill for 4. And Dave makes the much needed first break for the day. Lovely slow-mo that one. A little bit of in-drift. Batsman doesn't read it. Westminster Park 22 for 1 of 4.2 overs. Appleton looking to get back into the game after a good start from Westminster Park. And that's a thumping boundary from the number 3 batsman. Punches it through the leg side. Cumbo's in the wickets now. A sharp catch from Guy Colligan at first slip there. Batsman just pushing that one a little bit. Catches the outside edge and Guy takes a low catch down there at first slip. Well, he's kind of in second slip kind of position. You know what I mean. 22 for 2. Cumbo again. In his 4th over now, and he doubles his wicket total. I think that was Phil Jackson, the skipper, taking the catch off camera there. Batsman just chips one up. So Appleton getting themselves right back in it here. A loose one from Cumbo. I was going to say it's a collector's item, but he's had a few so far. Very unlike him. There's Dave again in the wickets. This time I think it was an inside edge. That little in-swing there, batsman doesn't quite read it. Yeah, inside edge onto the middle stump. So Dave's got 2 now as well. Good start from both bowlers. Appleton, Westminster Park, sorry, 38 for 4 off just over 10 overs. Very similar wicket to Cumbo's second one there. He gets his 3rd wicket. Phil Jackson again, I believe, taking the catch. The skipper. Safe pair of hands at mid-off. Chance for a run out here. Justin fumbles, but very skillfully manages to punch the ball with his chest onto the leg stump. Look at that. That's high-level wicket-keeping if I ever did see it. So that's a run-out. Westminster Park going for a quick single, and the gamble didn't pay off. 41 for 6. Appleton well in control here, but that's a nice shot. Look at that. Cover drive, half volley for 4. And Cumbo goes again. That's 4 for Cumbo. Having a blinder of a day. Lovely ball. Look at that in-swing there. Batsman doesn't read it. And he's clean bowled. 45 for 7. What a start from Appleton. Just outside off there. Dave overpitched a little bit maybe. Batsman gets 4. Through point. And Cumbo's still going strong. And that's his 5 for. Unbelievable showing from Cumbo. Guy takes another catch. Straight in the breadbasket, that one. 51 for 8. Unbelievable stuff. Cumbo having the spell of his life. That's not the best ball he's bowled today, but that's a very sharp catch. Look at that. Scott takes an unbelievable grab. That short cover position there. Just slow motion doesn't really do it justice. Sticks his hand out. Instinctive grab. And Cumbo very grateful to have a 6th wicket there for a juicy looking full toss. 52 for 9. Appleton looking to finish this one off, sorry. Change of bowling. Alex Howard from that end. A loosener to start off. We'll give him that. Andy Etchells from the other end. Oh, he's unfortunate there. He's beaten the batsman. I think it went straight through. Yeah, byes. Good delivery from Andy. And Andy gets the wicket, the final wicket in his 2nd over. With the 2nd ball of his 2nd over. Batsman on the back foot there. Done all ends up. So Appleton bowl out Westminster Park for 60 off 23.2 overs. Great work from the bowlers. Cumbo, obviously the pick of the bowlers. 6 wickets for 19 off 10. Dave bowled very well as well. Very tight. Just didn't get the wickets necessarily to show for it. But well bowled, fellas. But there's still work to be done. Phil Jackson, the skipper, opening up the batting and facing. Solid first ball there. Punches one to point. Luke Rands is the other opening batsman at the other end. And there's Phil with the first runs of the day for Appleton there. Just turns one round the corner. Down to fine leg for 2. Always good to get off the mark in the first over. Short, wide, one down leg. Phil doesn't miss out. First boundary of the innings there. Picks up 4. Half a chance for the bowler there. Full toss. Another full toss and it nearly gets a wicket. Horrible way to get out that as a batsman. And Phil dicing with death there. Little inside cut, I like to call it, whenever I'm batting. He gets away with it and he picks up 2 for his trouble as well. Fine margins. Westminster Park looking for a breakthrough to get themselves back in the game. Phil gets 4 for that. Westminster Park were 20 for 0 at one point as well. Certainly not time for complacency. Lovely shot from Luke there. Phil's been hogging the strike, I've got to be honest, but Luke's waited patiently for that. First boundary for him. Punches one through the leg side with force. Phil turns one around the corner for 4 more. Down to fine leg, up the hill. So Appleton cruising now. Looking relatively comfortable after a couple of shaky moments early on. That's another 4 pulled away from Phil. Shot from Luke. Big shot. Scoreboard's a little bit behind, but that was Luke Rand's. I think it was a 1 bounce 4. It went down as 4 in the scoreboard. A little bit too flat to be a 6 probably. Half a shout for LBW. Potentially drifting down leg. Appleton 4 runs to win, sorry. And Phil does it in style. Look at that. First 6 of the day. Off the last ball of the day. A fine knock from Phil and Luke there. 63 partnership, undefeated. To win the game by 10 wickets. So what a start to the season for Appleton. Seconds at home. They lost their first game, but that was away, so it doesn't matter. If it's not on camera, it doesn't count. That's the way I look at it. So Appleton win by 10 wickets. Well bowled to Cumbo. The performance of the day, 6 for 19. Outstanding stuff from him. And well done to Phil and Luke for their undefeated partnership of 63. Strong start to the season. Well done, fellas.